Hey, this is Muso Tensei and these are my pickups for August 2023. Part 1 of 2 because I got so many games. That would be too much for one part. It's more than last month and it's the biggest month this year. So let's start with the PS1. I got Driver, the original Driver. Complete in box. Because I decided I wanted to have all the Driver games. This one I played back in the day, and I think 2 as well. But I only ever owned 3 myself. Which is not a good game, but... the next game is not Driver 2, because I didn't got that yet. It's OverBlood. Complete in box. This is a Resident Evil style of game, which was always something I like. I also got a sequel, OverBlood 2. Complete with both discs. Now to the N64, I got 2 new games. This is, what's it called? Fushigi No Dungeon, Fuurai no Shiren 2. Oni Shuurai, Shiren Jo. That's what it's called. This is Shiren the Wanderer 2 on the N64, a Japanese only game. It's a dungeon crawler, top-down dungeon crawler. And Golden Nugget, only released in America. Oh, this is a casino game. Yeah. You have several, I think 13 different casino games like blackjack and roulette and slots and all that. I find this kind of interesting. It's sadly it doesn't have something like darts. There's still no darts game, I think, on the N64. I have a billiard game and bowling game, but no darts. Now to the PlayStation 2. This is Psy Girls. This is a third-person action game with 2 women, and each of them has her own disc. That's alright. Last month I got Jade Cocoon for the PS1. This month I got Jade Cocoon 2 for the PS2. Complete. It's okay. It wasn't as successful as the first one, so there was never another one. Killzone, the popular first-person shooter for the PlayStation. This I got from my brother because he bought himself a Black Label version. So yeah. Mr Moskeeto, this is a funny game, because you're actually a mosquito and have to suck the blood from people. You basically terrorize a little family and attack them. That's very interesting. Ring of Red, this is a tactic RPG. It's very cheap, so I'm not so much into tactic RPGs, but it's okay. Very cheap. Not as cheap usually, but I found it for a good price. Twin Caliber. This is important because the German version is censored, so I had to look out for an uncensored version. In this game you have 2 weapons. 2 guns, and you aim each gun separately with the sticks. Not easy to play, but pretty interesting. Surprisingly cheap for some reason. Valkyrie Profile 2. Because the first one is the opposite. So the first one had a remake on PSP called Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, which I'm trying to get. It's not as expensive. Never played the Valkyrie Profile game so far. Now to the Xbox, original Xbox. This is Beatdown, Fist of Vengeance, yeah. Fest. Fest is German for festival. It's a beat 'em up. It's alright. Finally, I was looking for this for quite a while to find this Dead to Rights. This is like Max Payne type of third-person shooter with slowdowns, but you also have a dog. Don't know what this is. Yeah, this was not released in Germany, so I had to find. I was waiting for some German seller to have PAL versions. Same for this one. This one I got from France. Actually. This one, the sequel, Dead to Rights 2. Complete. This one I was hesitant to buy because, let's see, it says here, yeah, it's French on the disc even. So I was afraid this might be like, my brother bought a copy of Die Hard Trilogy 2 for PS1 from France. But it was completely French. There was no option to change the language, even if you change the language of the console. It's French, all French, even the voice acting. Yeah, but how are we supposed to know? So I was afraid this might be like this here too, but it's not. If the console is on English, it's English. So that's pretty good, because this is also not easy to find here. Which is easy to find is Driver, Parallel Lines, Driver 4. Complete in box. And this is also pretty easy to find, but I didn't know this exists until recently. Star Wars Obi-Wan. This is an Xbox exclusive Star Wars game. It's pretty typical. You play as Obi-Wan Kenobi, a young Obi-Wan Kenobi, and third-person action game. It's not awful. It's alright. So yeah, this was part 1. Thanks for watching. Till next time in part 2.